Oh, where am I? I lost myself there. Got lost where I was. There we go. Now it's getting a little bit blunt. Give her a little bit of a sharpen. Or a bit of a strop anyway. You might be wondering what I'm doing. I'm carving a spoon, setting some spirals into it, so it looks like, oh, I've buried everything there. There we go. There's one. So it looks like that, or something similar anyway. I think this one's going to have a bit of a thicker handle on it, but I can always trim it down. That's so nice. Thank you very much. That's appreciated, man. I do carve other things as well. There's a little wood spirit I carved a couple of months ago. I need to get back into doing these. I'm a bit rusty with them. I need to get some practice in because I want to do a really big one. My mate owns a forest and he's got a big tree stump and I want to carve some stuff into it. I want to try and carve like a little village into it with little houses and steps going up the sides of it. All that sort of thing, you know. It all starts off like that. Hi, how's it going, Mustafa? How are you doing? Hope you're all right. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, I do make like just sort of like your standard sort of spoon as well. You know, just sort of cooking spoon. I use this one as a blank, as a pattern basically. Carve walking sticks as well. There's a walking stick. Okay, awesome. There's a walking stick that I carved. Carved other things as well, just like faces and things. There's a wood spirit I carved there, another one there. Just practice on that. But yeah, so we'll get a couple of spirals into this, and then maybe if I'm feeling brave, I'll put another couple of spirals in it. And then we can funny, ha 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 ha. What do you mean by funny? A bit of context would be cool. I seem to be a one word man at the moment. Man, a funny stick. Funny stick. Ah, okay. Funny stick. One word, one word. That's all I'm getting out of you, man. Converse. Hi, how's it going? How are you? Mop up the woods next week. What's up? Not much. Just carving the spoon. Well, I'll pretty much carve the spoon. I'm just going to put a spiral into her, so it looks like that. Something along those lines. Anyway, that's what I'm aiming for. But it all starts off just like that. Nice. Thank you. Hi. How's it going? N-O spells no. How are you? Like your art, thank you very much. I do carve a lot of other things, but at the moment I'm carving some spoons. When does the stream end? He's using more than one word. Whee! Awesome. Whenever you decide to scroll on, I'll chat. That's when the stream ends. It ends when you decide it does. Because fortunately, we have the power of free will. So we can watch what we want and do what we want. Never. What do you mean? Never. God loves me. Okay, cool. He can love me as much as he wants. I'm not leaving. Okay. Fair play. Fair play. Fair play. Choppy choppy. Good morning, by the way. Good morning to you. Good morning indeed. Bit of a chilly morning this morning, seeing that we've had the nice weather for a couple of days. And March is reminding us that it's still winter. So it's just gone a little bit nippy again. But no bother. Because we know spring's coming, because the crocuses have come out. Three-cornered leeks, wild garlic started to show. There's cuckoo pint everywhere. Lots and lots of things to look at. Old lambing season's underway. Won't be long. Good day from Australia. How's it going in Australia? Yeah, the old daffodils are popping up everywhere. So we've definitely got spring on the way. There's a big Mirabelle plum tree as well just around the corner, and it's absolutely covered in blossom. It looks amazing. And that's going to be a good place to go and get some free food in the summer. Get some Mirabelle plums. I've rebuilt my cider press, so I'm going to be pressing apples. Where am I from? I am from England. That's where I'm from. South coast of England, Sussex, clues in the name. Nice one from Wales. Okay, awesome. Yeah, nice. I've been to Wales a few times, but I've only ever been to like round Brecon, around that sort of area. But it was really nice. Really beautiful place. I need a pencil. Where's my pencil? There it is. There's my pencil. Now what I'm going to do is draw another line going through the middle of these lines. So I'm going to put another groove into it, and then what I'll do is I'll bevel around the grooves eventually until they look like that. That's the plan anyway. Sometimes I mess it up, sometimes I don't. I've done it quite a few times, so I shouldn't mess it up. Yeah, Wales is a beautiful country. I used to go there camping every summer when I was younger. It was a nice place to go. Scotland, is that a Scottish flag? I think it's a Scottish flag. It's quite small, it's hard to see. My eyes ain't what they used to be. Never been to Scotland. Yeah, Glasgow, oh, awesome. I've been invited up there a few times. I'm right down the bottom of England, right down the bottom. Well, not right down the bottom, but in the bottom in the middle. Let's get this done. Something relaxing about carving spoons. Good morning, Living La Vue. How's it going, man? I'm just working on a spoon, making something like that. Similar. They're never exactly the same, but they're similar. So I started off by carving 2 spirals into it. Now I'm drawing lines in between those spirals, and I'll carve those out. So I've got a load of spirals, and then once I finish doing that, I'll go around with my knife and bevel it all round, and then carve in between, carve it out in between. So it's got that, that look to it. But yeah, that's what I'm up to this morning. Well, until my daughter wakes up anyway, because when she's awake I'll turn the live off because I have to make her breakfast and stuff like that. But she's been ill, so she's off school. She's been ill for the last 3 days, but she's getting better now, which is good. Always worry about them when they're sick, the little ones. But when you've got kids, you do though, don't you? Worry about them. Something's wrong with them, you know. You want to find out what it is and how you can sort them out. spoons, man, makes Celtic crosses. Yeah, crosses. Love spoons. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I want to have a go at making some love spoons. I want to make some with more intricate handles. Um, I can make different sorts of spoons, but these ones are nice and easy to make, and people like them. You know, so it's. But yeah, it's not too bad. Lots of concentration takes your mind off of everything. Hopefully your daughter's okay. Yeah, she's fine, man. She's just had the 2 bob bits, you know, so it's just been a bit of a nightmare for her. But yeah, it is good. It's good to concentrate, man. It's good to you know, do something, keep your mind off of things. Because I used to be incredibly active. That was my thing, you know. I'd go out like you. I'd go out walking, you know. For my job, I used to do like 30 to 40,000 steps a day just at work. So I used to walk absolutely everywhere. I'd walk down the coast, you know, to the next town and walk back again and stuff like that, you know. Wooden chain, he said to Mars, our chains are a nightmare to carve, absolute nightmare to carve. And the ball in the cage as well. That's another one that takes a bit of a bit of finesse. I'd have to get my my little Mora carving knife out to do something like that, because the tip on this is a bit. These open nails are quite thin, you know. You need something a bit more sturdy. But yeah, they're hard work, man. But I'm off up. He did the ball in the cage. Yeah. They're hard work. They are. I'm off up the woods on the 20th of March, and I'm going to build some survival shelters and stuff like that. I'm going to actually make some content, because my issue is when I go out, I don't really film half the stuff I do. I just, you know, I enjoy myself. Like I went up the woods this weekend, just gone. Went up the woods with my mates, and I probably got about 2 minutes worth of filming done. But I had my little boy there, and my mate had his dog and all that, and it was just awesome watching him playing with the dog and throwing sticks around, and he was climbing trees and stuff like that. So I didn't really want to be sitting there, you know, focusing on making content when my kid's halfway up a tree, you know. So, and he's only 5, so I thought I'd focus more on enjoying the family time and cooking food and stuff like that than actually filming it. But we're off up my mate's woods. Haven't been up there for a while. I've got loads of stuff to do up there, but he just wants to go out there, and because normally we go out there and actually like do stuff, you know, to the woods, manage the forest as it were. But he wants to go out there for a laugh, so we're taking a load of rifles and bows and stuff like that out there, and throwing axes, and we're gonna have a bit of a giggle. But I'm gonna build a shelter out of coppice, and I'm gonna use coppice, and I'm gonna bend it over and make a dome, almost like a tinker tent, out of coppice, and just make a little, you know, little survival shelter. It should be a giggle, because that's my idea of fun. And my health's getting better as well, because I got diagnosed with heart failure 5 years ago. Hence why I was saying I used to walk everywhere and I can't anymore. And I was doing all right. I was walking, I was exercising, I was going out, I was doing stuff, and I was, you know, I was getting on the case. And then nearly 2 years ago now, my best mate passed away. He died from cancer, and it hit me really hard. And I didn't leave my house for a year. I didn't go out or do anything, and my health just plummeted massively, because I wasn't getting the exercise, I wasn't walking, and you know, keeping my cardiovascular up and all that sort of thing. So everything just went to shit basically. I couldn't even go out in the back garden. You know, I was absolutely terrible. And over the last few months, I've been going up the woods, I've been walking, I've been doing stuff in the back garden. I've nearly completely sorted out the back garden up. I'm going to go and look at an allotment on Friday. So I used to have an allotment years ago, and my friend took a heart attack. He was 39 in the army. Yeah. I was born with this. I've got stenosis. I've got a narrow heart valve. That's what my issue is. I haven't had a heart attack yet, but I've completely messed up my left eye. I don't know if you can see it on there. It's all bloodshot, mullered. My blood pressure got so high it popped all the blood vessels in my eyeball, and I've got like, it looks like hair every time I move my eye. It's like patches of like hair in my eye, which is really annoying when I'm trying to focus on things. But luckily enough, with spoons, Like a lot of it with me, it's done with feel, by touch, so I can feel if it's wrong or anything like that. It is annoying, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm getting better at walking about. I'm getting better at going outside. You know, I'm still really ill, but my physical fitness is improving. I put on loads of weight as well, because I've always been really skinny, and now I'm a bit chubby. Not fat, but you know, I put on got a bit of a belly on me, but it's no huge issue. I'm getting over it. When they fix my heart, I'll have 6 months because they're going to put a plastic valve in there. When they've done that, I'll have 6 months of recovery, and then luckily enough, my dad's a fitness instructor and he deals with cardiac patients, so I'll be going to see him, and I'll be doing all sorts of exercises. I'll be going swimming again. I used to go swimming 3 times a week. I'll be going out swimming. I'll be doing all sorts of things. I'll be in the sea because I live right next to the sea as well. I'm lucky. I'm in between the South Downs National Park and the sea, so sea's 15 minutes that way, and the South Downs is 15 minutes that way. But the hiking takes me ages to get back into. The cardio will start to come back after 3 to 5 weeks. Small steps, brother. Sounds like you're on the return leg. Yeah, I am. I'm getting back to it. I'm getting back to it. Like Christ, when I was a hod carrier, say like 6 years ago, like about a year before my heart messed up. You know, there's this massive hill in Lewis, and it's like that. And I used to run up to the top of it. You know, I didn't stop. I just jogged straight up to the top of it. But now, Christ, I struggle getting up disabled ramps. No, I'm not that bad anymore. But next week we're going to this place, and it's beautiful. It's probably the best forest I know around here. It's sandwiched between the chalk cliff and the river, and that's got a monster hill on it. So that's going to be the test. But the lucky thing is there's a road on the hill. So if I do struggle with the hill, my mate can go up to the top, get his car, and come back down and pick up the disabled man and bring him back up to the top. But that's going to be the challenge for me. But oh Christ, yeah, a couple of years ago, because obviously my heart's been knackered for a while, I got back to high. Got shin splints. Oh no, that's got to be annoying. That's got to be really annoying. But yeah, we went up. I decided to try and walk up this staircase, and it's carved into the side of a chalk cliff, and there's 500 steps. And I had to stop like 20 times on the way up. I was absolutely murdered. It was the middle of summer. And I said to my mate, we should have just gone back up the hill. This is an absolute nightmare. I've been doing once a week for 8 weeks. And a big improvement for those. I can get out. Cardio is a really great thing. It comes back and surprises you. Exactly, that's it. Because I'm not to the point where I'm really ill. I've just made myself really bad because of fucking my mate dying and all that. But I swim like a fish. I've been swimming since I used to love swimming. I used to go like 3 or 4 times a week when I was younger. It's what I did, you know, like after school when I was at college. Me and my mate, we just used to go swimming, and I'll be in the pool for about 4 hours just swimming around. And years ago, when my health wasn't so bad, we went to Portugal. My missus is Portuguese. We used to go to Portugal all the time. But this one time we went to Portugal and we went to a water park, and her dad, he's a fisherman. They all you know, they all live on the coast. And he goes, I've been in the sea all my life, and he goes, I've never seen such a strong swimmer. Your other half can proper swim. And I said to him, it's because I've got a size 14 feet. You know what I mean? They're like big flat paddles. There's no effort for me to swim. I'll just go for it. And it's one thing I miss, swimming. I used to love diving and all that. I need, you know, when they fix my heart, that's going to be the thing that I do. I'm going to be straight down the sea. I'm going to be in the local leisure centre. I'm going to be swimming around and just doing my thing, you know, getting back onto it again. It's going to be good. What makes shin splints? Is it carrying stuff? No, it's from like running and stuff like that, isn't it? Shin splints. Oh, exercise makes you weightless. It does indeed. Just tendons in the shins, I think. Yeah, I think you can get it from like running too much. It's like the constant jolting of the legs can really mess you up. I had Oscar Slatter syndrome when I was a kid, and it's basically the easy way to explain it is where the bones grow too quickly, and it takes a while for for like your tendons and your muscles to catch up. So I was on crutches for like a year and a half when I was at school because I couldn't walk. It was ridiculous. And then it was sort of like a bit of a Forrest Gump moment when they got better because I realised, you know, I'm 6'5" and I can used to be able to run so effortlessly. You know, I'm covering like 2 meters every time I stretch my legs to run. And yeah, I got pretty good at running. I didn't go like jogging or anything too much, but you know, I was pretty good at a sprint. The pool is great. It's been fixing me every week. Yeah, the old yeah, swimming pools. Yeah, man, that's the way forward. That's what we used to do when we were kids. We didn't have like computers and stuff like that. We used to go out and because my dad he's going to retire this year. I think he's retiring this year. My dad's always worked at the local well, he was a chef originally, my old man. Um, and he was a chef for most of his life, and then he decided to get into fitness and stuff like that. And he started training to be a fitness instructor and worked at a gym. So he worked 3 days a week at the gym, and he still had his job at the weekends as a chef because he made more money being a chef at the weekend than he did working at the gym. But because he worked at the gym, we just used to go. We used to get into the swimming pool free. You know, we just walk up and be like, "All right, yeah." Dave's son, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, of course, yeah, go on, in you go." And they just used to go swimming for free. It was awesome. Chin splints cause one tight calves. Stretch your calves. I swear chin splints, shin splints. I know you said chin splints then. That's from talking too much. You sound like you're missing it. Hi, Letty. I do miss it, man, because I was I'll post a couple of pictures of me before my heart messed up on my profile thing on here, and I'll show you. I was wiry, man. I was strong as fuck. I used to do you know, like I'd wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, go to work, start work at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and the first thing I'd do is I'd put on bins, half-ton bins of cement, and they put a bin underneath the silo, fill it up with cement, and I used to drag it out the way and put another one on, and then drag that one out the way, then drag the other one out the way, and just shift them along with you know, just leg power basically, and then the old forklift to come and pick them up and take them off, and then I'd run up onto a lift. All the bricks would be loaded out by another hod carrier, and you know, I'd have like 12 to 14 bricklayers all standing there, and there's about 50 boards all the way around, and I'll be running around with a bucket just constantly loading out cement. And when I run out of cement, I'll run down to the silo, put more on, go back again, and all day every day. And then, you know, obviously if I was loading out, it's a different story. You got pallets of bricks, you load up 12 bricks, put them on your shoulder, run round, put them down, go back again. It's just like that constantly all day, and I was strong as can be. It was unreal. You know, it was weird. I had this huge like muscle on that side from slinging bricks up all the time. You know, it wasn't as big on that side, so like my arm was like really strong on one side. It was quite mad. My mate was like, "Oh, you need to alternate carrying bricks on each shoulder," but every time I tried it on that shoulder, I ended up throwing them behind me. So I was just like, it's not practical to learn, you know, while I'm working. So you know, I just sort of carried on with the other shoulder. But my leg muscles, you know what I mean? My legs were so strong, you know. My record was a stack of 20 bricks, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all the way up like that. Because I've got really long arms, I managed to get 20 bricks on my shoulder and carry them up a ladder. It was insane, you know. Like I used to pride myself on how fast and how strong I was, and then suddenly I was up on the scaffold, and I said to my boss, I said, "I don't feel right," and he looked at me and he went, "You don't look right." And I was like, "No, I don't." He goes, "Get off the scaffold quick before something happens to you, and we have to try and carry you down." And I sat down at the bottom of the scaffold on this set of stairs in a new house that we were building. I said, "I need to get to the hospital, mate. I really don't feel well." And I went to the hospital. My resting heart rate was 160 beats per minute, and they were like, "Oh, you've got stenosis, haven't you?" I was like, "Yeah, I was born with it, you know." And they're like, "Yeah, it's got to the point now where your heart valve is the size of a 5p, and that's why your heart's beating so fast to try and keep up with the size of your heart valve." And I was like, "Oh, great." So my blood pressure was 185 over 135. So I was literally a walking stroke. I was lucky I didn't have a bloody stroke, and yeah, it was just complete madness. They're like, how are you still standing up? I was like, I don't know. I was just you know, I was quite physically fit at the time. So, but yeah, it was just it was just ridiculous. No, it fucked up my eye. I can't see out of my eye properly. I can still see out of it, but as I say, it's all these bits, patches, and fucking floaters and things going on in there. So it's hard. It's hard for me to focus out of that eye. This eye's a bit sketchy where I fell off, fell off a bike and you see that. I don't know if you can see that scar. It's hard to see it in this light. Let's go that way. Oh, there we go. Look. You see that scar? Bounced my head down the road, smashed all my face off. Had to have reconstructive surgery. Got no bone left in my nose. My nose got all weighed in and lost all the hair down the side of my face. Had to have plastic surgery and all that crap. Smashed my knuckles in, or split my knuckle down the middle. There you go, you can see the line there. That hurt more than anything else, to be honest with you. Couldn't move my hand. Yeah, chef is long hours. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Being a chef's, as my dad said, it was just, you know, he was coming in at 12 at night and stuff like that. He just had enough of it. He decided he wanted to be a fitness instructor. I've definitely been through the wars. When I was younger, I trod on a metal fence and it stuck straight through my foot. That hurt. I was in the middle of nowhere as well. Me and my mate were climbing up the side of this cliff. It's like sheer face. It weren't like a cliff. It was sort of more like that sort of angle. But there was an old angle iron metal fence post, and I trod on it, and it stuck straight from my foot. Blood peeing out everywhere. Luckily enough, I didn't cut any major arteries, but Christ, it bloody hurt. That was a nightmare. And then I had to walk back to get to the car. That was the horrible bit. I've fallen through 3 lifts of scaffold before, straight down to the bottom. That hurt. That was quite painful. But I'm lucky, really, to be fair, because I'm still here. I've been shot at and all sorts of things. Morning, dude. Respect from Midwales. All right, mate. How's it going? See, I started talking now, and I'll stop the carving. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll go live on the carve. I don't really get anything done. I've lost the swing of it now. I've my amadou layer from my bracket fungus has finally dried out, so that's nice and velvety. That'll make a decent fire. But what I want to do with that is I need to get down the beach and find some iron parites, you know, naturally occurring iron, and some flint. And I want to try and strike a flint piece of iron parites onto, because I've done the bow drill. I've been doing the bow drill every day recently, just so I can get on top of it, like get it perfect, you know. But this stuff, this is like nature's sock flap. And this is a Ganoderma applanatum. This is a artist bracket fungus, and it's getting to that time now. I need to go and check my spot because there'll be St George's mushrooms kicking around this time of year, and probably some dryad saddle, but it hasn't really been raining too much, so it's actually been quite a dry end of winter, which is weird for around here because normally it floods. Have a great day. I need to go. Yeah, have a great day. Oh, I need to get up. Yeah, all right, bud. Have you too, mate. Enjoy yourself, dude. But there we go. That stuff there, the old floof, and it is so soft and so light, and that's like the stuff you get out of your tumble dryer. And I need to get that and strike a flint with a piece of iron parites on there, and start a little coal off. Once you've got the coal going, you know, it's easy going, isn't it, really? And there's a few other mushrooms that I want to find this year that I haven't found, but I need to get a horsehoof as well. The what's the horsehoof Latin name? Fomentarius, that's it, because they have a really big amadou layer in it, and if you can cut the amadou layer out, pound it, and then boil it in ash, and then pound it again, it goes like leather. And there's that guy, I can't remember his name, the mushroom bloke, who's actually got a hat that's made out of the amadou layer of a mushroom. It's like a beanie hat thing. What's up, man? Not much, just chatting rubbish, basically. just chatting rubbish. I was carving a spoon, but I've lost the flow now. I made all these little fairy doors a while ago. Look, out of scrap pieces of wood. This one's made out of chestnut, and I'm going to go and stick them on tree stumps in places for people to pick up. I think just leave them there. It's like little gifts for people. But, yeah, the old fire drill set's getting a bit warm. I found the biggest horseshoe mushroom we've ever seen the other day. Big as a football. All the fat badge, yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? I was up this place near us, near Berry Hill, and I found an artist bracket fungus. And it was so big you could have sat on the bloody thing. You know what I mean? It was huge. And I was just like, I don't need something that big. I don't need to just destroy that beautiful big mushroom just because I want to start a fire. So I went for the small one, you know, and just got a little one, which I thought to myself, you know, it's not that bad. I'm not impacting the ecosystem too much. Fairy door's nice too. Nice to find. Fair play. It always puts a smile on my face. Exactly, man. I'm gonna, because I'll do better on TikTok, to be honest. Well, I was doing really well on TikTok, and then I locked myself out of my old account, and because I've got a different phone and a different number and all that, I can't get back onto it, which is really annoying. Because I was getting like hundreds of thousands of views and stuff like that. I was actually sort of doing really well. And my new ones are right. I'm getting like sort of 1,000, 2,000 views, but it's not the same. But I'll put the videos on there. I'll do most of my stuff on there, really. I should really actually put some effort into doing YouTube, because I was going through my videos and I was like, I haven't actually got really that many sort of bushcraft videos, you know. There's not really many videos of me doing anything, you know. Like, it's all on TikTok. It's just a bit of a nightmare. I should actually put some effort in. The problem is I have to film 2 videos, you know, if I'm doing YouTube and TikTok, and then it's just but when I go up to my mate's woods, I'm going to actually make a you see those videos where the bloke's like chopping wood up and stuff and makes a shelter and all that, and right at the end he's sitting there with his little fire and all that. I'm going to do something like that, I think. I'll try and keep away from, oh, it tastes disgusting. I'll try and keep away from doing too many like how-to videos and what you should and shouldn't do. It's not really my thing. I'd rather just, you know, make a video of me making something or me doing something. I don't really like explaining what I'm doing. But my mate's been trying to blag me up to do, you know, like how-to videos and all that sort of things, and you know, so I've started doing them recently. But originally, my content was literally me up the woods, and I'll be just making something and doing something. It's always good to change it up. Yeah, exactly, man. That's it. Why is that pouring out of it? Did I? Oh, yuck. But yeah, it can. You know, it's one of those things. I've never been good at teaching people things and explaining myself. I'm a bit of a bumbler when it comes to things like that. You know, I stutter. I've got I tick as well when I get stressed out and start shaking and things. But it's just hard work. I'd rather just, you know. I like doing videos. You know, today we're going up the woods. This is what we're doing. You know, I don't like, you know, you should do this and you shouldn't do that sort of thing. It's like the reaction videos. I only started doing the reaction videos because I was ill, and I just kept watching them thinking, what are these blokes doing? You know what I mean? There's some geezer using a can of Pringles as a rocket stove. I mean, seriously, with common sense falling out of people's arseholes, you know? Like, why don't these people actually like read, you know, like a Rave Mears book or a Dave Canterbury book and actually sort of learn some bushcraft? And, you know, and they've got like hundreds of thousands of views for this absolute tut that they're putting on. So I just thought I'd have a bit of a giggle and just take the mick out of them a bit. But that's sort of running dry. You know, my biggest video got 400,000 views, and then everything's just gone downhill recently. But I've noticed a lot of the bigger creators on YouTube are losing a lot of views as well. I don't know if it's something's happened to YouTube, but we're going to start my allotment in about a week or two, which should be fun. It should be good as well because my big brother's got an allotment plot on the same place as well, and I don't really see my brother a lot. And it's my mate had an allotment up there years ago, and I used to go and help him, and I used to see my brother all the time, and it was really nice. But you know, he's busy. He's a busy bloke and all that, so it's hard to get time to see him. But when we're both up the allotment, it's nice. You know, I'll take my kettle up there, have a cup of tea, and he's really good at gardening. He's like my granddad. You know, me, I'm a bit of a chancer, bit of a Bengali lancer when it comes to gardening. There's certain things I'm good at, but there's, you know, I'm more of a forestry man. You know, my background's in trees and woodlands and farming and all that sort of thing. It's not gardening. Horticulture wasn't my thing when I was younger, but I do like growing things I can eat. You know, I've got all my strawberry plants up there on the windowsill. I've got my peas are starting off, beans, my onions. You know, I'm just sort of like a plant and pray sort of bloke. You know, where my brother's like testing like the pH of the soil, and he's putting certain compost on and potash and all that sort of different things to make the soil different types so you can plant certain things in it. Me, I'm like, yeah, just bury it and see what happens. But I'm doing it, and I've done the garden as well. My garden used to be beautiful, and over the last year, obviously, where I've been ill, my missus, bless her, we've got 4 kids, so she's looking after the kids, so she hasn't got time to go out and do the garden. So I've been what time is it? She should be back soon. I've been out there. I started off doing like 20 minutes a day, and now I'm up to 3 hours playing games. I don't play games, mate. I bought a PS5 a few years ago when they first come out, and when I had money, and I don't even use the bloody thing. It might as well just be a big white ornament sitting on the shelf underneath the TV. I don't really play games. I like the old school strategy games, you know, like Command and Conquer and stuff like that, Cossacks and Rome Total War and stuff like that. But they're my sort of games, you know, where you're actually sort of using your brain a bit, and you know, you've got things to think about. But I don't even play those really anymore. I've got a little laptop with them all on, but I don't really do it. My idea of fun is literally just going up the woods. That's I'm happy as Larry. Winter, summer, autumn, whatever, you know. If I'm looking at trees and I'm surrounded by trees, I feel at peace. I feel happy. I feel relaxed. You know. Like the other day, we went up the woods. We were sitting in a coppice rotation, cooked a big piece of pork underneath some coals of a fire, ate some pork in a bun with a bit of apple sauce, cup of tea. My mate had his dog, brought my 5-year-old with me. He had an absolute whale of a time sitting there cooking marshmallows on the fire. That's my idea of fun. When I was a kid, my dad used to wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go fishing. We used to go drive halfway up the country and go fishing. That, for me, that was like Christmas. When I was a kid and my dad told me we were going fishing, I couldn't sleep. You know, when you're a kid and you're waiting for Father Christmas and you're so excited about Christmas Day. I used to get that when my dad said we were going fishing. That was me, you know, like, we're going fishing, yes, you know, like, oh, I can't wait. And I'll be itching to get out the door in the morning. Absolutely brilliant, you know. That's me. Like, we're going up my mate's woods on the 20th. That's constantly in my head at the moment. I'm planning, I'm thinking, what should I take with me? You know, I think we're going to blow up some tree stumps, but I don't know if I should put that on YouTube, but you know, I'm constantly planning things in my head and thinking, no, I need to take this, I need to take that. What food shall I make when I'm there, and what should we do? You know, should we go to the pub on the way back and have a pint of cider and sit there and look at the South Downs? And you know, for me, it's a proper day out. I'd rather do that than, you know, go and spend loads of money in London and all that rubbish. You know, for me, that is what I do. And you know, when I was younger, my granddad, he was an old woodsman, and he used to take us up to the woods. That's what we used to do on a Sunday. We used to go to the woods every Sunday. We'd go and walk miles. We'd walk all the way around the South Downs. It's why I know all the names of the individual woodlands and all the coppices and all that. You know, the copse, sorry, and coppice rotations and all the different pine forests and things. I know their names. You know, I know what trees are in there. I know the trees. You know, I recognise certain trees when I'm walking around. I know my way around. It's I've been here all my life. You know, I'm a sort of proper local boy, but I love it. I couldn't think of living anywhere better, to be honest with you. I love the place. I love the rivers and all that. I'm going up to one of my favourite spots next week at some point, and I know there's just a lot of wild garlic there. I don't know if it's come up yet. Hopefully it's come up, because I want some wild garlic. I went and got a load of free corn. I don't know. Did I post the free cornered leek video on here? I think I put it on TikTok. But I went up, got a load of free cornered leeks, and I made a leek soup, and it was amazing. It was so nice, really fresh tasting leeks. Absolutely beautiful. The crow garlic's going to be popping up soon as well. I'll be out getting some crow garlic. Crow garlic's one of my favourites. Beautiful smelling garlic. Really, really strong. Really decent. That's spot on, you know. Absolutely love it. Fruit picking in the autumn. Love picking fruit. Love picking apples. Love damsons, plums, ball lace. You know, picking the sloes to make sloe gin. It's my life. I mean, mushrooms. I've only been learning mushrooms for about 3 years, so I'm not a mushroom expert. I'm not going to pretend that I'm a mushroom expert. I can 9 times out of 10 tell you what mushroom it is, but 9 times out of 10 could kill you. So, you know, it's one of those things. I need to learn more about mushrooms, but I've got the big Roger Phillips mushroom book, and I've taken back and I cross section them, and I do spore prints and all that sort of stuff, just to learn, you know. But if you see me do a mushroom video, you'll hear me say, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Don't listen to me. I'm just an idiot on the internet. The thing is with mushrooms is you've got to do your own research. You need to be sure. You can watch as many videos and all that rubbish as much as you want. But at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be picking it. You're the one that's going to be eating it, and you're the one who could potentially kill yourself from, eating bloody something that's lethal. You know. I mean, I found some Agaricus Augustus, the big prince, you know, massive, like a portobello, like a giant portobello mushroom. I found loads of those, so I took one back, cross sectioned it, spore printed it, checked everything, checked the gills, checked the smell, you know, done all these different things. I messaged my mate who's a professional forager. He does courses and all that, and he's like, yeah, I mean, if from what I can see, it is a prince. You have got the right mushroom. From what you're saying, what you've done all the right things and all that. You know, if I was you, I'd be pretty confident in what it was. Go for it, but I still didn't eat it. You know, I'm gonna wait until I'm a little bit better at it, but it's that time of year where the old St. George's mushroom comes out. And they're weird little mushrooms. The smell of them is very strange, but they smell like a damp pavement. Sort of, you know, like you go to an army surplus shop and you get the like you buy some webbing or something like that, and it's got that really sort of old musty smell to it. That's sort of what they smell like. Sort of like a petrichor sort of smell. Really, really weird mushroom, but you know, I've been invited out by a few professional foragers and stuff. They've invited me out, but the problem is it's getting there and, you know, mooching around up in the hills and all that. It's a bit hard work for me. But get my fitness back, I'll be up for doing it. You know, there's a guy on TikTok. He's got, you know, like 500,000 followers, and he was just like, well, I'll go foraging near where you are. You know, I'm not far away from you. Come and meet me in the woods, and we go foraging. So I'll need to get hold of him and pick him up on that one. We'll get a load of food and we can have a big cook up in the woods. But I love it. Natural world, anything like that. I've been obsessed with it since I was a kid. Morning, bud. How's it going? I was carving the spoon and I just went off on a tangent. Talking about mushrooms and foraging fruit and plants and stuff like that. I've noticed the lesser celandines started popping up. It looks like a buttercup, but it's a big plant with loads of little buttercups coming off of it, or what look like buttercups. I mean, the actual leaves and the plant's poisonous, but you can dig up the roots and cook them, and they taste like potatoes. You know, stuff like that. I think little things like that. Garlic mustard's starting to show its head. Jack of the hedge, they call it. That's garlic mustard's an amazing plant. It smells and tastes like garlic and mustard. I mean, come on, you can't beat a plant that's two of the best things to add to like your pork and stuff like that. And as I was saying earlier on, the crow garlic's popping up, and you know, got my 3-cornered leeks. Looking at that allotment on Friday, so I'll be growing loads of stuff. Get loads of spuds on the go. I'm going to grow some pumpkins, cucumbers, you name it, man. Tomatoes. I'm going to grow loads of tomatoes. I love making tomato soup, tomato and carrot soup. My parents were chefs, so I was taught at a young age how to cook, and I make lovely soup. And I'll grow all these tomatoes, and I'll make tomato soup, and I'll freeze it. You know, it'll last 6 months in the freezer. Just take it out, let it defrost, put it in a saucepan, heat it up. Absolutely banging. That's what I do in the autumn. I'll go around. This place is built on an old orchard, and they left a lot of the old apple trees in. So there's a lot of really big apple trees about. So I'll go around in the autumn and I'll collect apples, and I'll collect bucket. I made cider. You know, I used to make cider. I've fixed my press now, so I'm going to have another go at it this year. But I'll go around and just get bucket loads of apples, peel them, stew them up, freeze them, and then in the winter I'll just take them out of the freezer, defrost them, and make apple crumbles, apple pies, you know, little tarts and stuff like that, apple sauce to go with pork. You know, it's all free food, and you don't see a lot of people doing it. You know, there's a Mirabelle tree just there, just over the road. There's a big Victoria plum tree. No one takes any plums off of it. I can't get me around. They're beautiful, big, juicy plums. Obviously, you get the odd worm in there, but you know, who cares, man? They're not going to kill you. They're fed on plums. You know what I mean? They're not like maggots writhing around in a carcass. It's just lost. It is lost knowledge, man. There's a massive Marjorie plum tree, and then next to that there's a green gage, and then over the road there's loads of damson trees. They're little wild purple plums. They're absolutely they're so nice tasting. Ball lace, you know, it's a hybrid between the damson and the sloe, and they're like big round sloes, but they've got sweetness to them, unlike the sloe, which just makes your lips hit your eyebrows when you eat it. You know, there's loads of stuff. The 3-cornered leeks are going mental over it. There's so many, it looks like grass. And so I went out the other day and I got a load of leeks and I made the soup. Absolutely brilliant soup. The crow garlic's just starting to pop up. I have to keep my eye on the crow garlic. That's an amazing thing. I was saying before, garlic mustard's about. You've got the lesser celandine, which you dig up the roots in autumn. Loads of burdock. Obviously, these things you can't dig up the roots if you need the landowner's permission, obviously. But my mate's got a forest, so dig up the burdock roots. You can use the leaves. I should do this really. I should wrap some meat in burdock leaves and cook it under a fire. I think that would be pretty cool, actually. You can dig up the burdock root, you know, dandelion and burdock. Dandelions as well. Dandelions, you can eat the flowers. Even the cat's, you'll still hear it, awesome. Even the cat's ear looks like a dandelion. It's not a dandelion, and the leaves are slightly different. You can dig the cat's ear up. You can dig up the dandelion. You can eat the roots on it. You can eat the leaves as salad. Absolutely amazing salad. You can even eat hawthorn trees. When the leaves just start to burst on a hawthorn tree. You tried the coffee from roots? No, I haven't. No. I know you can make coffee from the seed heads as well, but it's a process, isn't it? Trying to piss around with all those little seed heads. But you can eat the leaves off of what's his name? Hawthorn. So like in maybe this month, next month, I'll be going around. I'll be collecting the young dandelion leaves and the hawthorn leaves, and I'll make a nice salad out of it. You know, with a bit of garlic mustard, maybe some ramsons on top. You know, just. It's a salad. It's a really nice free salad. You can't go wrong with it. Absolutely beautiful, and it's good food as well. It's good for you. I'll be watching that. Exactly. I need to post more on YouTube. I need to actually put some effort into making content on YouTube. Playing Fortnite, fair play. Yeah, not for me really. I know my kids play it, but you know, you can eat beech leaves. You can eat young beech leaves. You can eat catkins on the hazel trees. Me and my mate went for a walk the other night, and I was just, so there you go, look, these catkins here. You can eat them, they're like porridge oats. You know, obviously you've got the hazelnuts. They're a nightmare to get on before the squirrels eat them all, but you can do it if you've got to go out every single day. Make sure you go out every day and keep an eye on them. As soon as they start looking like they're ready, that's when you grab them. But you can get, I mean, I'll nearly run out now, but hazelnuts. Well, there's cob and hazel in there, but you know, these guys keep for ages. And what I do with them is I crush them up, get them out of the shell, crush them up. Catkin oats, yeah. You can eat them. I crush the hazelnuts up. I'll put them in a cast iron skillet or pan or whatever you want to call it, and I'll grill them, and then I'll crush them up into like a powder or just small bits, and I'll put them on top of an apple crumble and put it in the oven. It gives it such a lovely nutty flavour. Great info, the guy has come to my house, harvest all the flowers off my hawthorn last year, free trim. Yeah, flowers. Blossom off of cherries. You can eat the blossom off of cherries. You can put it in, make lemonade with them, you know. Catkin oats, yes, definitely. Hazelnuts, I got none last year. You need to literally go out every single day and walk around and check the trees, man. Because one day they're there, the next day the squirrels have eaten them all. But the good thing up my mate's woods is potentially, I haven't actually taken my rifle up there for ages. I can eat the squirrels before they eat the hazelnuts, you know. But those are more cob nuts. They're more like your commercial ones that they use for making like Nutella and stuff like that. The hazelnuts are actually a lot smaller. But you know, I'm saying it's all free food. It's all good. You know, chestnuts. There's chestnuts absolutely everywhere. You know, you got the conker tree. Conkers are poisonous, but you can make soap out of them. If you're up the woods and you need to wash your hands, get a massive handful of horse chestnut leaves, crush them up in your hands, and wash your hands with them. They start soaping up. They're really, really good for washing your hands on and stuff like that. There's always a use for something. You know, you can eat the cambion layer on some trees. When I go up the woods on the 20th, there's a big silver birch tree there. I'll be getting an auger bit and I'll be drilling a hole in it and tapping the birch water out of it. You know, we won't be up there long enough for me to get a decent amount of it, but I'll get a couple of cups worth so I can share it with my mates, you know. Stuff like that. Pendulous sedge. The pendulous sedge that you see in the woods. You can take the seeds off of that, and you have to winnow them and you have to blanch them. But you can eat those as well. You have to get a lot of them, obviously, because they're tiny, tiny, tiny little things. You know, it's all things that I should really be putting into content, really, and actually making videos about it. As I said, I don't really like doing the teaching sort of this is a how-to sort of video. You know, I'll do it because you know sometimes it gets views, but. White pine, you can eat the cambion layer. That's right. Yeah, people make tree bacon or whatever it's called. Horrible stuff, really. Just chewy bits of wood, but it has got a certain amount of starch in it. You know, you'd have to eat a lot of it to survive off of it. But greater seed mace, greater reed mace, or cattails, or bulrush, whatever you want to call them. You can dig up the rhizomes on those. They're massive. You can roast those on a fire. Oh, the Mrs. is back. Mrs. The Portuguese lady. We've got to move some stuff away from the house. We've got a load of people turning up. They're going to fix all the roof and all that. So they're going to put a scaffolding up tomorrow. So we need to get on the case in the garden. Hola. Bon dia. She's in the garden. Yeah, white pine, you can eat the cambion layer on. You can eat the nuts, the pine nuts. They're just a bugger to harvest. Flash tinder, yeah, exactly, that's it. They're really good tinder. There's loads of good tinder in the woods. There's all sorts, you know. My favourite tinder is to split a and the hand drill. Yeah, I need to do a hand drill. Problem is there's a cardiovascular thing, you know. You need to, when you see guys doing hand drills, they're like proper like wiry, muscly native geezers, you know, like proper going for it. I get knackered out doing that's what lets me down with the bow drill. I'm like, I'm halfway through it smoking, and I'm thinking I'm going to have a heart attack in a minute. This is killing me, you know. But as you were saying the other day, make a pump drill. I need to make a pump drill. That'd be good. I've never made a pump drill before. It'd be a good experiment. Like that'd be awesome. My mate's getting a caravan for his woods, so in the winter we can stay up there because I can't winter camp. It's too cold for me and stuff like that. Smashed the bow drill, made it look easy. The thing is, the first time I made a bow drill, I was about 16, and I've made a few sort of in between then and now. But recently, that first one when I'm sitting there with my kids was the first time I've done a bow drill in years, and I was thinking to myself, can I do it? Oh, can I still do it? And I was like, well, I've got a load of hazel and all that, and yeah, it's just the problem is like where I let myself down, I'm a bit lazy, so like that cord that I had on there was no good. It was just slipping and slipping, and the spindle I was using was worn down to about that big, so I should have changed the spindle up. You know, simple things like that I think about doing, and I think, no, I'll get away with it, and then I'll give it a go, and it don't work. So I'll sort of let myself down on that aspect where I should actually just go, it's not going to work. You know, it's not going to work. Why are you chancing it? Just do it properly. But you know, the block I was using to hold down the hold down the spindle, I had to carve out the middle of it because that's massive, and it was going like that when I was carving, you know. And you don't want your stick wobbling around. You want to keep it nice and straight, you know. What do you think of our efforts? Well, absolutely awesome, mate. There's no like right or wrong, is there, in bushcraft? It's you know, like it's you know, at the end of the day, like if you can't make a friction fire and you're struggling and struggling and struggling, and suddenly you make fire from rubbing sticks together, it's a fantastic thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's absolutely spot on. It's brilliant. I love watching it, you know. Watching, thinking, yeah, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. And when you get it, it's like, yes, come on, you know. It's wicked, man. It's wicked. I just, you know, I enjoy watching people doing things, you know, like, and I know, you know, you get a lot of people, you know, if I can do something, I can do it. If I can't, I can't. You know, I won't blag it up and say, oh yeah, I can do that, you know, and then make a tit of myself trying to do it. It's just one of those things. But when you're learning and you say, I can't do it, but I'm going to give it a go, and then you do it. It's, you know, it's like a breakthrough. It's like Castaway, isn't it? Where he's got the island hibiscus, and he's got that stick, and he's trying to do that fire plow, and and he splits it in half, and he realizes it gets the air underneath it, and he manages to make a fire plow, and he's just dancing around, chucking palm leaves on, just dancing about and all that. You know, like it's absolutely, you know, it's one of those things. It's brilliant. You know, it's good seeing people succeed in things, especially if they're struggling at first, and you think to yourself, friction fire is one of those things. It's all about the slight change of pressure. It's all about the slight change of angle. You know, like the last live I was going like that, and then the bloody string got caught on the buckle of my boot, and I'm like, I bloody stuck in my fucking boot. You know, like it's just all the little tweaks and all the little things, and then once you get it, and you know what sound it should be making, and you know what it should be feeling like as it's grinding the dust off. That's when you get it, and then you know in your head for the next time, you're like, right, I know that, I'm going to do that like that next time. I need to recreate that. And then you try it again, and you mess it up, and you try it again, and you succeed, and then you mess it up, and then you succeed, and you get to the point where you just, every time you do it, you're like, yes, I can do it now. It's an accomplishment with an individual feeling, and I think everyone takes something away from it. Yeah, exactly, that's it. Yeah, 100%, man. It is. It's one of those things, you know. You're doing it for yourself, you know. You're doing it so you can do it. Like with spoon carving, the first time I carved a spoon, it looked like E.T.'s finger. You know what I mean? And I thought to myself, I'm never going to be able to carve a decent spoon. But I just kept going at it until eventually I started carving decent stuff. It's truly addictive. You're right. So many little bits to it. My head says fix the string. No, just stop and spend 3 minutes fixing it. Exactly, that's it. As I was saying, that's where I what? Oh, unplug the tumble dryer.
Unplug the phone.
Oh. Oh, hang on. What's my battery pack? Oh, it's 100% my battery now. There you go, I'll plug it back in. I do apologise, my lovely. Until it's gone carving. How's it going, man? How's it going? There you go. Do you want that? I'll jump off in a second and we'll sort that garden out. Yeah, it's how you're right, it's an individual thing, you know, it's just one of those things that, yeah, get yourself something to eat. I haven't eaten anything yet. I've just been surviving on tea and sparkling water. That leek and potato soup I made last night, it's gone through me like buckshot. Well, I don't know why people say that, because buckshot generally doesn't go through things, it just makes a mess of everything, doesn't it? But should say it's gone through me like a 575 or something. Living Lavoo, how's it going? You still here, are you? No vinegar. Oh no, it's that bottle still sitting there. Bloody hell! Ugh, horrible stuff. You know, I've made some good cider in my time, but that's not good cider. But I make raw cider. I don't put any yeast in it. I don't put any sugar in it. I just rely on like apples like russets. They've got a natural yeast in on the outside. So you know, it is.
That's a good one that you did.
Oh yeah, that's banging. That's
amazing.
Oh yeah, that's still there. But this isn't cider.
Not the cider.
Oh yeah. That'll put hairs on your head. This is the last of my slow gin that I made, and I made a whole gallon of slow gin one year.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's absolutely brutal stuff. It's like cough syrup, that is. Yeah, lurking while I get dressed in the lavoo. Awesome. Squirrels love them fermented apples. Yeah, they do. Squirrels actually, they did a test. Squirrels love getting drunk. They're two of their favourite foods are chocolate and beer. There you go, Maria. You want to take that, please? Yeah, squirrels are nuts. They get drunk. Yeah, they love it. You seen that video where that old hillbilly's been making moonshine, and he's got the mash. To say the mash probably about 14 to 20% proof. This stuff, and he feeds it to the pigs, and this pig's just like laying on his back with his legs in the air. I have a steel, yeah. To use, I've got a steel as well. I've got only a small one. It's like 10 gallons or something like that, but I've got one. It's got a thumper keg on it and everything, but it's just getting up the woods to use it. I don't really want to do it in my kitchen, especially with the legality of it and all that, you know. But they say don't get caught, you know. I've got 5 packs of turbo yeast in my cupboard still from ages ago. It's probably no good now, but it's yeah, it does. Yeast does. It does. I'll just get some more. It's not expensive. There you go. Look, this is it. Turbo yeast. Yeah, let's put it this way: it'll make your mash go to 14% alcohol in 48 hours and 20% alcohol in 5 days. That's the daddy stuff. That is. That's what you put in your mash to get that decent amount of potency, as it were. I've got 5. Yeah, got the same stuff. Yeah, man. Decent stuff. I use for making like if I'm making cider and I do put yeast in it. I use like Lavin white wine yeast or I can't remember the other one. Hello, my lovely. Are you okay? Are you feeling better today? Huh? Whoa, you alright? Careful. That was nearly a disaster. Feeling better? Your throat hurts. Well, are you feeling sick though? That's good. That's good.
My throat's really dry.
Oh, you need a drink. There's your water. Have some water. Yeah. Well, I've just been working on the spiral spoon, but I started chatting. It should look something like that when it's finished. With the old spirals on it. But I'm knocking up a few because we're going to that camp out, and if anyone wants one, I'll sell them a spoon, and I won't, because everyone's part of the community. I won't do normally, like if I was making something like that, the effort that goes into it, the judging on what other people charge for spoons, or I'll be charging a fair price for it. But if I'm going up to the old camp out, I'll be like, there you go, yeah, 15 quid, you can have one. Like, yeah.
Every Friday and Saturday, maybe you can set up a stand.
I could set up a stand, so then, couldn't I?
It's every single Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, maybe.
But sometimes they don't do it if it's really raining.
I'll start mine from the walnut's lovely, it's beautiful. Island Jason's video is brilliant, bless him, made me smile. What video is that? I haven't seen it yet. I'll need to go through his content actually. Got some builders turning up tomorrow, Millie.
Why?
Why? Because they're going to fix the roof. They're going to put up a big scaffolding around the house. So we've got to keep it.
Is
Oh,
it gonna wake us up in the morning?
no, we'll be awake before they start. Well, you'll be at school when they start working. They'll start working at 8 o'clock. You leave here at 8 o'clock to go to school.
Hopefully.
So around that time, so they'll just be disturbing me for the day. No, I'll be outside carving and making them cups of tea. Here you go, boys. Do you want a cup of tea?
And maybe, Daddy, maybe you can make some bread.
Maybe I can make some bread. I could make some bread, but I haven't got any yeast. Got his first ember. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man.
Maybe you can give him a biscuit with it.
Yeah, I could give him a biscuit. See you later, for myself. Got to shoot off. Yeah, you too, mate. Enjoy yourself. Sorry.
They'll be tired.
No, they'll be alright. I think they'll be alright for biscuits. I'll make them a cup of tea if they want a cup of tea. If you got someone working on your house, you've got to offer them cups of tea.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. You're Portuguese. I'm English. It's an English tradition. Anyone comes to your house, would you like a cup of tea? It's what you do. It's polite.
Why tea, not coffee?
Well, he drinks coffee. I mean, come on, seriously.
English people?
Heart
Many.
attack juice. But I guarantee you, if I say, does anyone want a cup of tea, they will go, yes, please.
Yeah, they're gonna
Better
say.
get my arse up, please. Okay, yeah, I've got to go. I've got stuff to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got to go out and do my garden. I'll see you guys later. It's been nice chatting to you and all that. And tea, coffee, and a bacon sandwich. I don't know if I'm sharing my bacon. That's pushing it too far. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.